So guys, Yvonne Nelson will not allow us to drag the Black Stars and stress them for like 2 days before releasing her book. She released her book and everybody has forgotten about how poor the Black Stars were. But anyways, we still move. We are still moving. So guys, in today's video, we are going to talk about the Black Meteors. They are going to play a friendly match against Zamalek. They are still in Egypt training. So the likes of Ernest, Nuama, Ransford, yeboah, and also kamaldeen Sulemana would be moving to the camp in Egypt to meet with the team and then train with them ahead of the Under-23 Afcon Cup of Nations that is going to be played in Morocco. Let's not forget, we are in the same group with Morocco, Congo, and then Guinea. See, the goal scoring problems is not only in the Black Stars, it's also in the Black Meteors. We saw their last friendly match they played against Egypt Under-23. Boy, Papa, in fact, possession, everything. Egypt just took everything. I just felt like we're just lucky to walk away with a draw in that game. We are going to play against Zamalek, a top team in Egypt. I just hope we come back to the field with a lot of things learned, and then from this preparation, we are able to go into the Under-23 African Cup of Nations and then do our best and qualify for the Olympics. So guys, that is the latest concerning the Black Meteors. The players who are leaving the Black Star camp and joining the Black Meteors, Ernest, Nuama, kamaldeen, Sulemana, and then ransford, yeboah, are en route to join the Black Meteors team from the Black Stars, so that they can just be abreast with what is happening in the camp of the Black Meteors and then, adjust themselves to the system and then play and help them qualify for the Olympics 2024 in Paris. So guys, today's video honestly is about Thomas Partey, transfer of Thomas Partey, and why Arsenal is doing what they are doing. I'm going to explain to you, but this is what I'm going to say. I will be so disappointed if I see Thomas Partey go to any Saudi Arabian club. I'm not saying it's bad for Thomas Partey to go there, but I'll be disappointed. Saudi Arabia, they are just buying everybody. They have bought Kante, Benzema, Ronaldo, like Omoto, but Thomas Partey, I believe, can still do more. Looking at his age, can still do more in Europe. He shouldn't just leave like that. We are going to go into details as to why Arsenal wants to sell him. Is it the right time for Arsenal to sell him? And even if Arsenal wants to sell him, are there other options rather than these Saudi Arabian distant clubs? We are going to look at all this in today's video. So guys, before I jump into it, if you have not yet subscribed, please make sure to subscribe. If you have already subscribed to, thank you very much. Let me just do a quick shout out to those who commented under our videos yesterday. Let me just do it very quickly. So the first person is Domensa. Domensa, thank you very much. Mscobi, thank you for supporting Sports Corner GH. Isaac Dramina, thank you very much. James Amwa Ampa, thank you for commenting under our videos. Wisdom Ameno, thank you very much. And then Nicholas, thank you for supporting and thank you for choosing to watch Sports Corner GH. If today is your first time watching, you can also get a shout out like this. Just comment under this particular video and I'll make sure to give you a shout out in our next video. So guys, let's delve into that whole Thomas Partey issue. See, this is just my thoughts. Let me also know your thoughts about this whole Thomas Partey's issue down below in the comment section. And this is the real reason why Arsenal really wants to do away with Thomas Partey. See, at the beginning of this season, or let me say the last season for Arsenal, Thomas Partey, when it comes to central midfielders in the English Premier League, it was Thomas Partey, Casemiro, and Rodri. But as time went on, it changed from Casemiro to Partey and then Rodri. And then getting to the close of the season, it was Rodri, Casemiro, Thomas Partey. Thomas Partey fell off the pecking order. And getting to the close of the season, Arsenal were deploying Thomas Partey as a number 2, as a right back. This only shows you that the influence of Thomas Partey in Arsenal was just dropping. It was just dropping in the midfield. We had the likes of Jorginho taking over Thomas Partey's position in the squad. And now Arsenal's decision to replace Thomas Partey with Romeo Lavia or Moises Caicedo, I'm not saying it's a bad choice, but I believe with Thomas Partey still in the team, it would help them transition in a better way, because right now you are bringing in new players. You are not going to teach them the Arsenal way, the Arsenal formation. That would even take time. You don't want to go into the future with players. You'd have to teach them new things again. Not to forget, you are losing. If you sell Thomas Partey, you'll be losing 2 of your midfielders that did well for you the previous season. Xhaka is leaving. Thomas Partey, you want to sell Thomas Partey. I understand the reason why Arsenal wants to sell Thomas Partey, because of his salary. His wage bill, he takes 200,000. He takes 200,000 every week, And I understand why Arsenal wants to do away with Thomas Partey, because that is what they know how to do. That is their culture. That is the thing they do. They have done it to Aubameyang. They have done it to Ozil. When they see that you take a lot of money every week and you don't give that week in, week out performance, they find every way possible to remove you or to take you off the pecking board, to take you off the club, any means necessary. They did it to a lot of players. So Thomas Partey is no exception. But I'm just telling you this. If Arsenal sells Thomas Partey, they will regret it. I believe they just have to leave Thomas Partey to play again one more season before he leaves. Then you will have a lot of players in depth, like squad depth. If this player is not doing well, you can replace that player. I mean, one of the major problems of Arsenal last season was squad depth. So I don't understand the fact that they really want to let Thomas Partey go. I mean, you are keeping Oneni and you want to let Thomas Partey leave? Now, the Italian clubs that have been linked to Thomas Partey are most likely to take Thomas Partey on a loan, which would not work for Arsenal, because Arsenal need to sign players. So the loan move will not work for Arsenal, the likes of AC Milan, Inter Milan. It won't work for Arsenal if these Italian clubs want to take Thomas Partey on loan. But I believe Thomas Partey's agency needs to do a better work than these Saudi Arabian teams coming from Thomas Partey. Because if you are the agent of the player, you need to be looking for teams that are looking for central midfielders and then feed them and tell them that, see, you have a player, you have Thomas Partey, everybody knows Thomas Partey. Sell the player to the club so that the club will buy. See, I don't understand this agency. Chelsea are in need of a central midfielder currently. And Thomas Partey, Arsenal are doing away with him. And then we are not hearing that there's any link between Thomas Partey and then Chelsea. It baffles me because I feel like the agency is not doing enough for Thomas Partey. So if Thomas Partey goes to any of these Saudi Arabian teams, either Al Nassr or the others that are buying players here and there, I'll be so disappointed, because I believe Thomas Partey at the age of 30 can still give more. Thomas Partey at the age of 30, he can still give more. Charlie, which player hasn't dropped form before? Player they are dropping form. Even in the Arsenal team, Bukayo Saka dropped form at a point. Their forward players dropped form at a point. It's only that when Thomas Partey dropped the form, it affected the whole team. And the fans are, heavily on picking on Thomas Partey. So honestly, I believe the Saudi Arabia move is a very wrong one. See, I'm wearing Arsenal JC, and I'm very passionate about this because Thomas Partey is a Ghanaian. I believe Thomas Partey still has a place in the English Premier League. There are teams going to Europe. There are teams going to Europe in the English Premier League. I believe if the agency of Thomas Partey can do well and approach this team and sell to them what Thomas Partey can add to their team, why not? Why not? I mean, you see, last time I brought you a video that these transfers has to do with connection and link. Connections need links. That's why you see some players playing some clubs, you just marvel. You be like, how come this player continues to get good teams to play? That's my problem with these agencies. Thomas Partey, Arsenal wants to sell him, fine. But I believe Arsenal, they should relax for Thomas Partey. I also want to relax it. They can keep Thomas Partey in the squad. By playing Thomas Partey as a number 2 and all that, I mean, it's far-fetched. He thrives in that role, but then that is not his natural role. You get me? It's like you are reassigning the player again. But I mean, is the decision of the coach. I believe they are going to regret it. With Thomas Partey leaving, they are going to regret it. You can have another Xhaka, but you can't have another Thomas Partey in Arsenal. You're looking at how immense he was for them last season. I believe he should be there for another season before they allow him to go. Then all the new players that are coming in would now transition better into that position or that role and play properly. So guys, this is just my opinion on Thomas Partey's transfer and whether there are other EPL options like teams that Thomas should go to or could go to rather than these Saudi Arabian teams. That is just based on my thoughts and my opinions. Let me just hear from you guys. Let me just hear from you. What are your thoughts on this Thomas Partey issue? Because honestly, I believe Charlie, the Arsenal people need to talanku, and then Thomas Partey's agency, Charlie, they have to do something. What be all this? What be all this? So guys, let me know your thoughts on the Thomas Partey issue. Let me also know your thoughts on Black Meteors. Ernest, nuama, ransford, yeboah, kamaldeen, Sulemana, all joining the squad in Egypt as they play a friendly against Madagascar. So guys, we'll make sure to bring you all details you need to know about the Black Meteors and also transfers concerning all Black Star players and Ghanaian players and on Sports Corner GH. My name is Adam. Thanks for joining me. I'll see you in the next video. Charlie, we go vibe.